This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Latoya Burrows. Coming up in this week's broadcast, Mothers Celebrated. BA Senior Class begins new chapter and upcoming programs in our conference. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. Last weekend, we celebrated our mothers throughout the South Bahamas Conference and around the world. Churches held special services in tribute to the wonderful women who have mentored, molded, and ministered to so many lives. For the Good News Church, it was a time for outreach where they hosted a drive-up outdoor concert from its parking lot for its mothers and the mothers of the community of the Flamingo Gardens. The Brothers Love Band and the Good News Praise Team, along with other artists, brought joy to the attendees as they sang about the blessings of God. At the concert, a visiting mother, 99 years of age, was among the mothers awarded as she enjoyed the concert from the comfort of her daughter's vehicle. Today, we celebrate with the oldest or one of the oldest mothers within the South Bahamas Conference.
It was a privilege to have a virtual chat with the oldest mother in the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Sister Betty Moses. At 102, this pleasant and sprightly young lady went down memory lane as she spoke of how it was in her home growing up.
My parents, we had devotions faithfully morning and evening. And our meals were family meals. I don't think parents do that too much today. And meals were, you get to know each other. You get to know what's happening in your children's lives.
Sister Moses, also a retired worker of the Bahamas Conference, shared her personal motto to encourage the mothers and parents of today.
It's taken from the prophet Micah, and then something that Jesus told us in the New Testament. And we should do justly, love mercy, walk humbly with God. And then Jesus tells us in Matthew, the 7th chapter, that we should do unto others as we would have others do to us. And I try to live by that motto.
I'm Laverne Sturb for the SBC Media Network.
Friday, May 7th, 2021 marked the last chapel for the resilient class of 21 of Bahamas Academy. For some, it was a joyous time, finally getting to leave the BA nest, while for others, it brought them to tears when confronted by the thought of parting ways with their family of peers. Throughout the year, the class received strength and motivation from their theme text taken from 2 Corinthians 4:8-9, which says, "We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed." The class spoke of the challenges throughout the year in poem, and they celebrated how God had brought them through by performing reenactments of their most significant school memories. Pastor Ludwig Garcia of the La Senda de la Vida Church was the speaker for the event, and he encouraged them to continue their life journey with Christ. As the class marched out of the assembly, it signified their exit of one chapter of their lives and entering the unexplored territory as individuals. We wish Bahamas Academy's senior class of 2021 God's richest blessings as they begin this new chapter of their lives. Ministry within the COVID-19 pandemic continues to evolve as we seek to provide spiritual enrichment for our members. Several programs are happening this weekend in our conference. Happening now on Zoom is the SOAR 2021 conference under the theme Preparing for Effective Ministry Post-COVID-19. The Ministerial Department of the South Bahamas Conference encourages you to not wait until the pandemic has passed to discuss the way forward for your congregation. You can still log on into the SOAR Summit to gain knowledge from churches that are already creating the template for ministry post-COVID-19. The summit, which will run from May 14th to the 16th, includes Drs. Earl and Hope Campbell of Tennessee on Should We Take the Vaccine? T. Basil Stirrup, Ministerial Director of our conference, on Maximizing Your Pulpit, Pastor Obed Babb from the Cayman Islands on Finding Your Niche Post-COVID-19. Dr. Peter Joseph will present on Takeaways from the Pandemic, along with other powerful presentations from both local and international presenters. To see a list of the topics and presenters, log on to the conference website at www.southbahamasconference.org and click on the SOAR link. We'll see highlights from SOAR in the next week's broadcast. For the first time ever, the Youth Department of the World Church is hosting for the adventurers of the Pathfinder Club its own Adventurers Day. The launch of World Adventurer Day will be held on May 15th in all of our churches, where the adventurers are expected to lead out in the Sabbath School and Divine Worship services. In the afternoon, a joint virtual event to commemorate this initiative for the Adventurers Club will be held. We'll be back with the upcoming events in our conference.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. This is my commandment, that you love one another just as I have loved you. God is love. Greater love has no one than this, that one lay down his life for his friends.
Welcome back to your Adventist News. Here's what's coming up in the South Bahamas Conference. Ignite 2021, which is the third annual Youth Retreat Congress, will be held under the theme Situationships, the 5S formula. On Friday, May 28th at 8 p.m., the event will be virtual only, and on Sabbath, May 29th, 2021, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., a hybrid service will be held both online and in person for paid delegates only at the New Providence Community Center. You can register to attend in person through your youth leaders. The youth ages 18 to 35 are asked to register by Sunday, May 16th. The Hillview Church will be hosting a virtual health expo on Sunday, May 16th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Persons are encouraged to bring their most recent blood pressure, glucose, and cholesterol readings, and there will also be a special breakout room for the kids. The Johnson Park Church will be hosting the Jesus is Still the Answer Gospel campaign from May 16th to the 29th with Pastor Dan Hugh Gordon. The meetings, to be held nightly from 7:15 to 8:30 p.m., will answer questions such as, is the Sabbath good for me? Is grace enough? Will judgment be for real? Among other topics. Prayer and Bible study will be offered to all attendees, so be sure to attend in-house at the church on Ajax and Farrington Roads and on Zoom. For more information on these events, please visit our conference website at www.southbahamasconference.org, where you can view our news update along with other programming from our cable channel ATV 658. Read the weekly logos and the Adventist page publication from the Nassau Guardian.
We all need a balance of protein, fat, carbohydrates, fiber, vitamins, and minerals in our diets to sustain a healthy body. So get healthy and select the healthiest options from the following categories. Protein. Protein gives you the energy to get up and go and keep going, while also supporting mood and cognitive function. Too much protein can be harmful to people with kidney disease, but the latest research suggests that many of us need more high-quality protein, especially as we age. Protein is not only found in animal products, but there are a variety of plant-based like chickpeas, lentils, and tofu. Fat. Not all fat is the same. While bad fats can wreck your diet and increase your risk of certain diseases, good fats protect your brain and heart. Healthy fats such as omega-3s are vital to your physical and emotional health. Including more healthy fat in your diet can help improve your mood, boost your well-being, and even trim your waistline. Carbohydrates are one of your body's main sources of energy. They should be derived from complex, unrefined carbs like vegetables, whole grains, fruit, rather than sugars and refined carbs. Cutting back on white bread, pastries, starches, and sugars would prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar, fluctuations in mood and energy, and a buildup of fat, especially around your waistline. Fiber. Eating foods high in dietary fiber like grains, fruit, vegetables, nuts, and beans can help you stay regular and lower your risk for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. It can also improve your skin and even help you to lose weight. Calcium. Not getting enough calcium in your diet can contribute to anxiety, depression, sleep difficulties, as well as osteoporosis. Whatever your age or gender, it's vital to include calcium-rich foods in your diet. Limit those that deplete calcium, and get enough magnesium and vitamins D and K to help calcium do its job. Use these tips and eat healthy today. This has been your Health Tips, courtesy of Adventist Television, and remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
We go now to our news feature from around the world with the Adventist News Network.
The Adventist Development and Relief Agency is scaling up emergency operations in India to save thousands of lives in COVID-19 affected communities.
The country is struggling under an unprecedented second outbreak of COVID-19, with more than 400,000 new coronavirus cases daily, according to the World Health Organization. Over 222,000 people have died in India since the beginning of this year. Those numbers are expected to rise.
ADRA's emergency response team is working on the ground to ensure COVID-19 critically ill patients have immediate access to oxygen to survive the crisis. The International Humanitarian Agency is donating an oxygen generation plant to provide relief to affected patients.
ADRA is partnering with Adventist hospitals, the Adventist Church, and other trusted partners to establish the on-site oxygen generator plant. A life-saving gas system will provide COVID-19 patients with a secure and constant source of oxygen instead of relying on manufacturers who cannot meet the demand due to the massive surge in coronavirus cases.
That brings us to the end of our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Please feel free to share what is happening at your church by sending us your news stories and upcoming events by email to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news along with other programming, or to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, visit our conference website at www.southbahamasconference.org. Like, follow, and subscribe to our Facebook and Instagram pages, as well as our YouTube channel. And on behalf of the production team of Adventist Television Channel 658, we thank you for watching our news broadcast. I'm Latoya Burrows for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.